Okay, we're back. We just got back, and it is 10:08 currently. So, I've decided that I'm just going to do one long video, and you don't have to watch all of it because it's going to be long, because I'm going to try and go through my 3 days, but I don't even really remember what I did because it's like, it went so fast. Instead of do like 3 separate videos, if that's okay. I mean, I wish my camcorder worked there. It would have been so great to do that. I mean, talk about going interesting places. So stupid. I hate it. Um, so we left. I woke up at like 4 a.m. and our taxi man came. We didn't take the bus in the end. We called the taxi man, and he was kind of weird because he turned up the volume of the radio like max, and it was like 5 a.m. and we were just sitting in the car like listening to the radio at like full blast, and it was kind of hurting our ears. So anyway, then we got there and we took pictures at platform 9 3/4 again because it opened right when we were there, so we were the first ones to take pictures there of the day. So it was cool. And then we got past all of the security and all the stuff you do to get onto the Eurostar train. And then we sat down to have a little something to eat. I ordered green tea and I had this little like raisin loaf thing. And I pulled a paper or something. I pulled a book out of something and my tea, like scorching hot tea, spilled all over my pants. And I got a really bad burn, and I spent the next half an hour, like they called the, my mom was like, oh my gosh, you got burned, and it really hurt, and it was super red, and it was on my right leg, on the top of my thigh, and it was on my hand right here, and it was all red and super hot, and it was really hurting, but I didn't cry, so I'm a big girl. And then she called, like first aid or whatever, and they came and they brought like 3 water bottles, and I just sat there over the toilet, like pouring it over my wounds, kind of my burns, to like cool them down, because I would have done it with the sink water, but the sink water was warm. So the one day time you don't want the sink water to be warm, it was warm, because it's annoying. But anyway, I did that, and it got better. It didn't hurt after that, but my pants were soaking wet, so I had to get onto the Eurostar train with soaking wet pants. But then it dried, so it's okay. We went under a tunnel, and the annoying thing about the Eurostar is it's actually really good and fast. It's only a 2-hour train trip, and if you think about like going from England to Belgium, that's really good. So, but the annoying thing is that you go under tunnels and you go like down and then you go up, and like your elevation changes, so your ears pop a lot. But so me and my sister were constantly like getting rid of the ear thing. So we got there. And the first day we toured Brussels, and I sent you a postcard, which I was planning not to tell you, but anyway, I guess I just told you. Yeah, I sent you a postcard, and the image on the front is literally our hotel was on the other side of that building, like across the street from it. So we literally walked out. And this place is like Paris. Like everywhere you turn, there's a huge ancient building that has like a huge story behind it, and it's amazing. And there's huge buildings all around you, and it's like, this place is amazing. It's really beautiful. And then we walked out and we saw the square, and we literally stood looking at the buildings for like 20 minutes. We were so amazed with them. And the one on the postcard, the really tall one, they did a light show last night, and there were a bunch of drunk teenagers dancing around, and it was kind of funny because I kept watching them because they were more interested in the light show. But they did a light show on the thing, and it was all dramatic, and like I thought the Quasimodo was gonna come out like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, because that building looks like it too. So anyway, we did that. We toured Brussels. We stood in that square for like 20 minutes and just stared at all the buildings. It's called the Grand Place, that square. And Karl Marx has held meetings in one of the buildings there, and I forget all the history behind all of the buildings, but they're just all really magnificent, and it's like in a square, all of them, and there's little side places, and everyone goes there. Like that place is always packed. And down one of the sides, there's this super famous statue called Mannequin Pis, which is mannequin pissing. And my dad thought that was hilarious, and he couldn't stop yelling out in all the shops, "Let's go see the pissing boy!" And I was like, "Dad, shut up." But anyway, we went to see him, and it's just a little boy, a statue of a little boy. And he's peeing, and he's like, it shows him peeing into a fountain, and there's like all these people just taking pictures of it, and it's kind of funny because it didn't strike me as amazing, but it's really famous apparently in Belgium. So we saw that, and we walked around. It's just, I mean, the sights are really cool, but the buildings and the people, and like, that was what I really liked the most about Brussels. And everything is cobblestone. Everything. There's no, like, road or anything. Like, everything is cobblestone. So if you imagine, like, a cobblestone city with these ancient, huge buildings and colors and random people speaking all different languages, like German, Dutch, Flemish, and French, even though Dutch and Flemish are kind of similar, I think, and English, and like all these different languages. It's really crazy. And when we arrived, we saw someone robbing a bank, which was exciting, and he got caught by the police, and they searched him, and it was kind of interesting to watch. And then the same day, when we just saw the boy who pees and stuff, we heard a bunch of people yelling, and we turned around, and there's this guy sprinting off, and everyone in the square is just like staring at him. And then these people start sprinting. There's a bunch of Asian people just start sprinting after him, and I guess he like stole one of their things, because in Europe there's like, especially France and Belgium and those types of areas, there's a lot of pickpocketing. So he obviously did that, and then yeah, so they lost their iPod, which sucks. I mean, I think it was an iPod because she was saying, "Oh, show my iPod." But anyway, so after that we kept hold of our bags very tightly. Yes, we did. That night we dined in the most amazing place I've ever had. Like, their food was so good. It wasn't as good as Paris. We had an amazing meal in Paris that I think tops everything else. But Belgium, this meal was really good. And I tried their waffles. Amazing. Belgian waffles. Tried their chocolate. Amazing. Belgian chocolate. And their ice cream was really good too. And I had lamb that night that we went to the nice restaurant. And that was really good, because I didn't have lamb, I had duck, that's what I had. I really like duck. I had duck when I went to France, and I have duck here, like in England. Whenever we go out, if there's duck, I have it, but there's not that much duck here, so I don't really have that much, and there's no duck in America. But have you ever tried duck? Because if you haven't, then you have to try it. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's my favorite meat, it's pretty much my favorite meat. Anyway, so that, I'm trying to think about what else we did. We basically toured Brussels, and I mean, I can't really go through everything because there's a lot of different sites, but I can't like names to them. But yeah, so then the second day we woke up early and we got on a little tour bus that my dad booked to take us to Ghent and Bruges, or as the tour guide said it, Bruges. Every time she say Bruges, she say Bruges. And me and my sister started